from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
My co-host, my studio audience. Ridiculous. How you doing? Better now that I heard barking. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a terrific show. One of my favorite guests in the history of the Wendy Show is here, and that would be Dr. Drew Pinsky. What I love about Dr. Drew is that he's smart, he's Dr. Drew, you seem level-headed. He's tall, he's like 6'2". He's married stably. And he's got triplets, they're all in college. Yeah, so I love Dr. Drew, and we're gonna talk about Lamar and Bill Cosby and a whole lot more. But first, let's get started with Hot Topics. You know, Kaley Cuoco, you're worth $45 million. It's really hard to feel sorry for you. A woman like you, or a woman, I don't care if you make $45, you should know better than to date someone for 3 months and then marry him. What are these candies from season number 1? Why are they so sticky? Like they're all over my hands and I don't know where to wipe them. It's Suzanne, you see.
It's all sticky.
Yeah, I need more than a tissue.
We need tissues.
No, I need tissues. like a rubbing wipe or something. Does this ever happen to you here at Rambo Show? Look, no, I'm not kidding you. Look.
Oh.
Do you see the mess?
Yeah. Ew.
Do I wipe them on my sweater?
No,
Match?
no.
Do I wipe them in my wig?
No. Oh.
Do I just lick them?
Yes!
So anyway, Kaley Cuoco, here's the thing. When you're worth $45 million and you meet a guy who is not on par with you regarding career and salary. I mean, he's some sort of tennis player, but he's ranked number 1,000, is it 1,057?
57.
No lie, 1,057. His name is Ryan. Look, at least he ranks. He plays better than us. But, you know, his name is Ryan Sweeting, and I believe that he's definitely out for her money, and he probably saw her as a mark when he first met her, you know? Like a lot of women do to men. Ryan is demanding that Kaley pay him spousal support. And cover his legal fees. Well, ladies, if you want to play ball with the big boys, sometimes you got to give it up like the big boys. And we can't have it both ways. I feel like there's something very deceptive about both of them, not for nothing, because I've try as I might, I can't find any pictures where they smile and show their teeth. Now, we learned that in Communications 101, all right? You know, people who, and then she's got the crooked smile too, like. I'm telling you, there's a lot to this body language thing, you guys. When you see people, I mean, it's one thing to smile and be deceptive sometimes, like, you know, you're trying to be cute and keep a secret. But when you make a constant habit of that, there's something going on. And look, and then she's got the crooked smile too. I'm not blaming her. I'm just looking at both of them and saying, just make this go away as fast as possible. If I were her, what I would do is I would pay his legal fees, okay, and make this go away. Remember, they dated for 3 months, married for 21 months, no kids together. They moved into a bad luck house, Chloe and Lamar's house. Oh, we talked. And then look, and she thought she was doing something by burning sage in the house to get rid of evilness. There's no amount of sage that gets rid of like bitterosity and or perhaps like dead people on the property, like, well, not that that's Chloe and Lamar, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean. I would pay his legal fee and I would also give him first, last security and 1 month rent on an apartment. Hold on, as a businesswoman. Like she's worth $45 million. Who has time to go through this? She's still cute, she can get another one. But, so what I'm saying is, like, either negotiate to buy him a place and then she puts a small down payment on the place for him to move in, or negotiate and get him a condo that he rents out and pay for a 1-year lease and then be done with him. Like, Kaley, this is embarrassing for you and it's an upgrade for him. I like his stunt style. Because clearly that's stunting. Hi, Bobby Flay. Well, Bobby Flay, again. No, same nightmare, different story. So remember we were talking about the chef, Bobby Flay, who I love. He had that cheater banner that flew over when he was getting his Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Which, because it's being alleged that he cheated on his wife, Stephanie Marsh from Law and Order. It's being alleged. Stephanie spent 11 good years of her life with Bobby. So I'd have some bitteration too. From 31 to 41 are prime egg years for a woman. So, okay, so she was with him for 10 years, not 11, 10 years. And so he's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You'll recall this story we told you. His daughter was there. His mom was there. His hands are in the cement or whatever they do. He's down on his knees. Our friend from The Chew was there. Michael Simon was there, right? Next thing you hear, bzzz. It's the plane flying overhead. And we never knew who exactly sent the banner, but if it was Stephanie March, I wouldn't be mad. Only cause, you know, after being with a guy for 10 years, you got no kids out of it, and you know, you've been from 31 to 41, ladies, you know. I mean, every year is a juicy year, but those are some juicy years. Right? So In Touch magazine caught up with Bobby at a recent event, and a woman, actually a few women were there, protesting outside. And the protest looked like this. Now, again, I don't know who was in charge of this protest, but if I wasted 10 years from 31 to 41 with a guy and our divorce is recent and still fresh, I don't know that I'd be over trying to stab him. You know? If I didn't have to go out of my way to do it, you know? Say one of Stephanie's friends said, I'm in New York, and Bobby's about to do something, and I'm gonna go there topless. If I were Stephanie, I'd be like, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't. And Stephanie looks angry enough, doesn't she? Yes. So I don't know who's behind all this Bobby hateration, but good for you. And by the way, I have nothing against Bobby Flay. I just have a funny bone when we do Hot Topics, that's all. So, what'd the church say? Drake's music video for his new song, Hotline Bling, just came out. Have you seen it? Everybody's talking about how Drake is dancing. Now, I have to say that he is definitely, listen, he's a guy after my own heart, because he's not much of a, like, that's the kind of guy I could dance with at the club. He's not gonna pressure me to whip it and nay-nay and back that, you know, I'm spastic. And apparently so is he. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Like, Drake is the kind of guy that makes corny cool. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And there are a lot of women who didn't like Drake because they thought they were too cool to like a guy like that in the beginning. And there are a lot of guys that resisted liking Drake because Drake comes off initially as a Canadian cornball. Shout out to all my friends in Canada. Doesn't mean you're corny, but I'm just saying Drake, he came, you know what I'm saying, at first. But you know what people have found out? Particularly guys. Guys have found out Drake caters to the women. And if you're in the same venue with Drake, Drake can only have 3 to 5 for himself, which means the rest are for you guys. And in my Hot Topics meeting, somebody said that he's like a young LL Cool J. I said, no. Look, I say the same thing. No, not exactly a young LL Cool J. LL Cornball? Yeah. Like Drake is corny, but Drake has made corny cool to me. The internet has been adding music to the Drake video. So, and by the way, somebody also in our meeting said, this is like how you dance in your kitchen while you're cooking and nobody's watching. So his dancing is really relatable, and now we added some of our own music, so let's roll it and show you how it turned out. Besides, I don't know about you, but I don't like guys who do a lot of movement. You know, guys who do a cute diddy bop, that's good enough for me. Just give me a little diddy bop. Do not swerve your hips too much, okay? So, Here's a story that I've been meaning to get to probably since the invention of this show. 7 years gone by, we've never gotten to it, right? We've never gotten to it, but I've mentioned it a lot, right? Because I admire him, and it makes him sexier. Pierce Brosnan. Well, here's what I like about Pierce. Pierce and Kaley have been married for 14 years. And they almost recently got a divorce because she wanted liposuction. According to the National Enquirer, Pierce's wife wanted liposuction, but Pierce allegedly said to her, "I will leave you because I love every curve of your hip." Yeah. I know. There's something about men that like women who aren't, you know, the perfect Hollywood model type that makes them so endearing and perhaps in my mind maybe more attainable to the rest of us. Not that we want Pierce Brosnan, but you know what I mean? It's like sexy. Now, mind you, when they met, they didn't look like this. She actually was that 14 years ago. But she gave birth to his 2 children, and she says that her body has never been the same. Well, that happens. In the meantime, I've seen like a lot of vacation pictures of them. She wears bikinis and and full pieces. She doesn't care, and he loves it. Wasn't he a James Bond? Wasn't he a James? That's a James Bond with that woman. Anyway, Pierce Brosnan, it makes you even sexier. And if I were Kaley, you know what I would do, Kaley? I know liposuction just seems great, but if you and your man are gonna fight about it, 2 kids and 14 years later, and he loves you the way you are, but you have all that money that you do, you know what I would do if I were you? If I were you in your tax bracket, be clear. I would hire the best chef ever to cook me. Yeah. To cook me all the right food. Like for a lot of people, even getting liposuction is cheaper than hiring the best chef ever to live with you for like 3 years. So slow and steady, you lose like 70 pounds or whatever, however many pounds you want to lose. And then I would also get like some sort of trainer or one of those machines. Now look, there's this machine that they make. I lie to you not. No, I don't have one, and no, I don't do that. But I'm gonna tell you something that I've learned. There is this machine, and quite a few famous people that we talk about on Hot Topics have the machine. And one of my doctors shared it with me and let me take a whirl one time. And I was like, what the? No, I'll just go to the gym. Look, no, honestly, look. So you put each leg on the leg, and then she straps you in, and then you put each arm on the arm, and she straps you in, and then she turns the machine on, and it starts pulsing and vibrating. No, look, while the machine does all the work lifting you. Like literally, you're being lifted and pulled like this. And I'm like, and who does this? And how much is this machine? And who bought it for their house? Anyway, Kaley, if I were you, I would do everything with Pierce's money possible, other than get liposuction. Good luck. By the way, he's 61 and she's 52, so she is younger than him, and she still, you know, has that fighting chance of, you know, just doing it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. That's it for Hot Topics. Are you serious? All right, well, everybody, we've got more great show. My friend Dr. Drew is here. So grab a snack, not too fattening, and come on back.
Living it up.
Want a new Wendy? Ja Rule and his wife Aisha talk about their new reality show. It's so cute.
Baby.
And talking hot topics. So let's get into it, kids.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
My next guest is one of the smartest men I know. I always love when he comes by so I can pick his brain about all the latest hot topics. Please welcome the host of the Dr. Drew Show, Dr. Drew Pinsky.
What's that?
You keep such a flat belly. No, you know, that's the first thing to go on, guys. You know, when you get middle-aged, like a belly.
I am middle-aged, so
yeah,
what are you
no,
gonna
you
do?
look great.
Thank you.
So, okay, Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's just get right to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give us the update on Lamar?
Yeah, it gets a lot of oohs and ahs going on. It's a little complicated.
Okay.
We're hearing lots of different things. One thing I'll just start out by saying, my expectation is he's going to do fine. From a medical standpoint. What we don't know is what happened to his brain. Remember those rumors that he had a stroke or something?
Yes.
And cocaine addicts do have that complication. That's a possibility. But that was early on. I'm betting that's not the case. I bet he had what's called a hypoxic injury. He wasn't breathing. The brain got a lack of oxygen. And that's something you can fully recover from. What we're hearing, though, is his kidneys aren't doing very well, which is another thing. Well, kidneys have... Let me say that again. Kidneys. And so the kidneys get injured in two ways. Low blood pressure. Actually, when you've been immobilized for a long time, like you're have an overdose, you cross your legs, the muscles will break down and actually dissolve and get into your bloodstream and clog your kidneys if you don't move, like you're not aware and you don't move about. And so that's a problem, though. They keep saying, oh, my God, he's going to need a kidney transplant. I don't think on that either. People usually recover from this kind of a kidney injury
Is it
as well.
The bigger the man, the bigger the kidney? Like a guy like Lamar? Is it more...
No, but a lot more muscle mass. And
Yes.
so the muscle can more easily clog that kidney up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's for sure. That's an interesting observation. But I think he's going to get off dialysis. I think that's going to be fine, too. The bigger problem is what's going to happen with his addiction. That's the bigger challenge for him. Yeah, I mean, he's going to need to go away for a long time, I suspect.
Well, a long time meaning what, 90 days, 30 days?
A year.
A year.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's nearly died like that, they've been struggling for a long time, they should spend a long time focusing on their recovery.
In my opinion, they need to spend that year, too, with people that they don't know.
Yeah, so they need, it's such a funny thing, addiction. You know, the very person you want to get involved in the treatment is the same person that doesn't want to do the treatment.
Right.
And the other part is often when the people that have trauma, which we know Lamar had trauma in childhood, part of the solution is being close and connecting with other people. Well, that's a dangerous place for somebody that's had trauma. So they're very resistant. That's why it takes so much time. One of the reasons it takes time.
So the word is that the Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode may have triggered you know, what happened, which I don't necessarily believe that. I think
I am with you. I don't buy it.
Thank you. Thank you. I think an addict is an addict.
That's right.
And
you can blame a lot of things.
A lot of
You can blame
things.
all kinds of stuff. He's been struggling with this for a long time.
Yes, for a long time. Should Chloe be by his side? Is that good for her? Is that good for him?
It's, well, she has no alternative on one hand. She is the durable power of attorney, so she makes decisions on health care until there is a divorce. I personally have been sort of supporting Chloe. I think she's done a good job with this. You know, I think there's only so much you can do with an addict. She has set limits. Apparently has been in treatment before. She's been a part of that. And then when the thing I like, and this is a hard thing, when you're involved with somebody who's an addict, you have to eventually go, I can't be a part of this. I have to, because I'm enabling this.
Right.
So I have to leave. But you have to do it with love. You have to say, I really do love you. And you have to have love in your heart. And I think she does. I really do.
So, do you feel that this tragedy can heal the relationship, or is Lamar perhaps getting mixed messages that my girl is here, and so we're going to get back together?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question, but getting back together would be the worst thing for his recovery. Understand that what needs to happen right now is nothing. He needs to focus on his recovery and forget about relationships, forget about work, just focus on his recovery. And if they start trying to work that relationship out, that will not go well. That will not go well.
All right, so we'll be following that story. Okay. Ebony Magazine's Bill Cosby, the Huxtable cover.
It's intense, right?
It's not boo. Conversation gets started with covers like this. What do you think?
I think the whole story is sad. It's overwhelming. It's hard for anyone to get their head around. If you grew up, you know, around the Huxtables and just admired them and admired him, and really, I mean, he was somebody I remember even in my childhood admiring him and his comedy and stuff. And so trying to now go, like, it's like the record scratch. It's like, oh, this is that guy.
Right.
It's hard to get your head around that, but the evidence is certainly piling in.
But the conversation has been started from this cover, and Dr. Drew, everybody, is going to be having an all-black people episode on his show, which, you know, I still...
No, it's not funny.
No, it's not funny.
Here,
no, it's not funny.
Let me explain. On my HLM program, which is...
9 o'clock on 8, I watch every night practically.
God bless you. God bless you. But we have an audience much like you guys here, and oftentimes we'll fill the audience with sort of special populations. We did an all-transgender. We had 2 all-transgender.
Which was fantastic.
Thank you. It was really interesting. But we end up talking a lot about Black Lives Matters on the show. That's where we sort of keep conflicting about race. I said, you know what? Fill this audience with African American, with black people. I'm the only white guy. Straighten me out. Let's get into this. I'm not afraid of this conversation. You know, a lot of white guys are kind of afraid of it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people are afraid to have race conversations.
It's weird.
But this is why I like you. Like, the transgender show was very interesting. So now on the all black people show.
Yeah. We're going to call it that from now on.
Well, I don't say African American. Like,
that's the kind of stuff I need to be straightened out about.
Yeah.
You got to straighten me out, because I was carefully schooled for like 5 years. African American, and then it was like, nope, sorry, you're off. It's like, okay, just straighten me out. Just everybody, straighten me out.
You can say what you want, but just know that if you say black people around me, I'm not offended. I grew up calling us black people.
I'm good.
But listen,
You guys good with that? Everybody else good with that?
So now look. So you're going to have all black people in the audience.
And on the panel.
And then you're going to have a black people panel.
Yep.
I didn't get the memo.
Oh, you're in. Are you kidding? If you're in L.A., you're in.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I got to be in L.A.
I know. It's
Yeah.
drag.
But I'll be watching.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so, and when is this show happening?
October 27th, I think, is when we're doing it.
All right.
When we're live, so you never know what's going to happen. Just like you know, that's what I love doing. I know you love doing that, too. There's very limited script. There's just me and an audience, and we just have at it.
It's good if you've never watched. I'll remind you. All right, let's talk about Rosie O'Donnell and what happened psychologically when her adopted kid turned 18. Because Rosie said that that's when adopted kids spin out of control.
Well, it's not so much they spin, it's when they can go as an adult and try to find their roots. They can go try to connect with the previous parents. And I can tell you from experience of dealing with lots of adopted young adults, it's usually not it's not what you expect.
Really?
Yeah, it's usually not something super satisfying. But it's something a lot of adopted kids feel they have to do. They got to know why you left me, what happened, what went on. Even if it's not okay, even if they're going back to meet people that aren't okay, they just need to know what the facts are.
So Rosie was onto something when she said that, because
she was, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
She was. And Rosie, God bless her, that thing she did at the Gotham, apparently she went on sort of just an open conversation about what was happening in her life. She said, you know, mental illness is so stigmatized. And she said, you know, my daughter has mental illness. She said, I have mental illness. I thought, that is so powerful. And so I thought to myself, I have mental illness. I have a panic attack and anxiety when I was in college.
You, Dr. Drew?
Everybody has a little bit of this. So yeah, 50% of the country have some sort of diagnosable condition, and I was no exception. When I was a kid, it was not fun going through panic and depression and stuff like that. I think it's what interested me, particularly taking care of young people with mental health stuff, because I was not well taken care of.
I didn't realize that about you, just like I never knew that you sniffed coke and smoked pot.
I did as part of my, I'm cooler than you thought, after all.
Dr. Drew recently came out of the closet with this.
Well, the reason it was a recent thing,
why?
Because I have a rule. I have a rule, and I've coached parents about this forever, which is you don't discuss with your kids what you did or did not do when you were an adolescent. You just don't talk about it. It's giving them a license to pick up where you left off. And so a couple of times I had to kind of deny it, and I felt as though I was lying with justification. Now, when they're now 23, they're fantastic, they're out of college, and I'm like, you guys want to hear my story? There they are. Look at that. Look, that's at Amherst College.
Good job.
All three had graduated. They're triplets. They are triplets. They had all three graduated from great schools. That's at Amherst that one weekend. Oh, so proud of them.
So what did they say? Dad!
No. Every millennial I talked to just went, yeah, okay, what's next? What's for lunch?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you
So do you still stick by that? You don't tell your kids?
Well, my kids are adults now, so now we can talk about it. Whatever they do now is on them.
Yeah.
I've done my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not finished here, though, Dr. Drew.
Okay, Wendy. All right, if you say so.
Up next, Dr. Drew is going to join me in the audience for a special edition of Ask Wendy and Dr. Drew. You don't want to miss it. a special relationship edition of Ask Wendy and the very smart Dr. Drew. So, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy and Drew?
Wait a minute, I gotta try that. How you doing?
Perfect. Dr. Drew.
Oh, I've crossed over.
Stupid show. Go ahead.
My name is Kaley. I am 26 and I am a flight attendant. So I've been dating recently, and the guy that I am dating, he travels a lot for work. He's a very nice looking guy.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if I trust him while he's traveling on business. So did I make the mistake of
What's your
getting
gut?
into...
What's your gut tell you?
It's going pretty good right now.
And when you say you trust him, how deeply involved are you guys? I mean, what's going on?
We've only been on like 3 dates so far.
Have you
So-
slept with him?
No.
Okay.
It's been 3 dates.
Wait a minute, but you're being...
Isn't that the magic number?
That's what I always say. 3 is the magic number.
Thank you, Wendy.
Listen, but you're overjudging nice-looking people. Like, why can't a nice-looking person be faithful, Drew?
Well, now I think you're jumping way ahead. Are you exclusive? Have you had the talk yet?
We haven't had the talk
Yeah, see, so
yet.
he's going to be dating whomever. He is. That's the way it goes. I
And
mean,
you're
that's part of the
flying around.
deal.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so you need to either continue dating other people yourself, so
Okay.
you've got sort of like a buffer, or you need to have that talk with him. I'm just saying. But you need to have that talk with him. It sounds like you really love this guy. You're really into him. I mean,
Yeah,
love is way too early
sure.
a thing, but
I think after 3 dates and you're a flight attendant, so you're really never in town, it's impractical to even have the talk with him at this particular point.
Ooh, Wendy, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
date around, and maybe he's dating around also.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kaley.
No problem. Thank you.
Have the talk.
Sorry,
Have the
Drew.
talk. What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose, right?
Exactly.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
My name is Keedy. I've been married for 2 years, and ever since we've been married, he's always asking me what's for dinner and everything like that.
Yeah, it's all he asks you is about dinner?
All the time.
All the time.
Yes, in fact, the other day he texted me and I thought it said he was just thinking about me, and it said he was thinking about the pork that I made last night. So,
I'd like to try some of your cooking, if that'd be possible.
how do I get him to realize that I'm more than his personal chef or
Yeah.
that piece of pork?
Well, the piece of pork, I think, is where the sort of solution lies. I think more sex is the answer.
Well, do you have
You know
a-
what I'm saying?
do-
I mean, more focus on that. You may have sort of 2 drive systems that sort of occupy them.
Well,
one is
it's
sex,
pretty
one is
spicy
food.
in the
I was gonna
bedroom
say, do
too.
you have a
Yeah,
nice sex life?
yes. We've been together for 12 years total.
Okay, you have
And we
children?
share a daughter together.
Very
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
So I don't understand what the problem is.
Well, but wait a
I
minute.
just get tired of all the cooking and asking me what's for dinner all the time. I want him to ask about me
Oh.
God,
well,
okay, there, okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
I get that. Have you told him that?
several times.
And he's not able to. Okay, here's the thing about men. We are clueless, if you haven't noticed, and we don't understand what. Thank you. we don't really instinctively know what relationships need oftentimes.
Okay.
And you literally have to sit us down in a quiet moment and go, hey, when I say I need to, here's why, and here's really my wife. Listen, I'm supposed to know what relationships are all about. My wife kept saying, I need more romance, I need more romance. I had no idea what the hell she was talking about. And she finally had to, I thought she meant sex, I think. I wasn't sure. She finally had to sit down and go, no. I need eyeball to eyeball, face to face, a meal, quiet, shared emotion, or
hands,
listening,
spooning.
Yeah, you have to be really explicit with us because we hear the words, we don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
well,
See,
thank you.
that's why he's smart. That's Dr. Drew. We have time for another one. Who else? You're right, Dr. Drew. Good. How you
Yeah,
doing?
we're clueless, right? Your
So my
husband's
name is
seven?
Mary, and I've been with my fiance for 7 years, engaged for 2. Basically, you know, we all hang out with the same friends, and all the time, you know, I want to go out with the girls, but just the girls, but they always invite him. So how do I let him down without getting him upset and say, you know, I want to just go out with the girls?
Okay, wait. So you have the fun husband.
Yes, yes. And they
Oh.
love him.
You see, this is the part that I didn't get. See, that's another thing we're clueless about. I heard this, and I thought, well, what's up with your friend? Well, you have a fun husband, too?
Brendan would be that fun husband that all the girls would want to go out with Suzanne.
Yes.
And I hear it's going to be her little boy, too. Jack's the next one.
Oh, yeah,
They're
they're fun.
raising
Jack
one.
and yes.
These
Dr.
next-
Drew, I don't want guys coming out on my girls' night out.
I totally get that. It's funny you would bring this up. My wife and I had a little conflict about this last night. I sort of didn't hear it that clearly. You got to be super clear with us. We try. We aim to help.
But I don't want to let him. I don't want to get him upset.
Stop it. Stop it. No, we're big boys. We can handle that. But you got to be really clear, gentle.
Yeah, but he hangs out. They'll tell me to go home and let him go out.
No, but it's your girls that are asking him out. Well, shut your girls down.
That's
I know.
So your husband, you know what I mean? Shut them down. Good luck. Dr. Drew, thank you so much for being here. You guys, Dr. Drew's show airs live 9 o'clock Monday through Thursday night on HLN, and I'm going to keep you abreast of the Black Show, okay? Up next, Fall's Hottest Accessories. Don't go far. Hey, Drew.
We're whooping it up on a new Wendy with Whoopi Goldberg. Her new book, The View Drama, and her daughter Alex is joining us too. Plus, don't scare away your Halloween party guests. DIY Halloween decorations you can actually do. Boo.
Friday on an all-new Wendy.
Yeah, no, this is a good price high. We were just talking about stuff for fall. You know, the perfect way to dress up any outfit is with your accessories. And here with the hottest fall accessories is our style fashion expert friend, Jackie Miranne. Welcome to our show. Jackie, come on. We were just talking about the ladylike bag. I'm so glad that people aren't calling this a trend.
Exactly. It's a classic. Women always need it, and celebrities always want it.
You carry it in the crook of your arm.
Right. Just look at Kendall Jenner. Any age can wear this, and she's wearing, as you're wearing, the color of the season.
Burgundy, Merlot,
yes,
what are we calling it now?
If you can put it in a glass, it's the right color. Merlot, Bordeaux, whatever. Hers is probably thousands. This is $39.95, people. Just fab. Gotta love it. Wendy, you would be monochromatic chic with this. You totally need to rock this.
No, I love a crook in the arm bag. I'm not big on account of we live, you know, here in the tri-state. A long strap, somebody can grab your bag.
I know.
So I crook.
Yep, total crook.
To get away from the
You have the
crooks.
option if you want it. You know, we like to give options. And it's so popular now that designers are starting the mini clones.
The small version.
Because it can go from day to night, and it's a good size for that. Petite women will love this color blocking. This peacock green is so gorgeous. Danielle Nicole handbag, $68. That's so chic. I gotta love it.
Really good. Crook of the arm.
Okay, now let's talk. Here's the skinny on scarves. Okay, the skinny scarf is in. Just look at Rita Ora rocking it over her night out look. Okay, what this really is like jewelry for fall. You can wear it as a statement necklace, as you'd wear a statement necklace. That's kind of how you do this. And this is just $15. Are you stealing it, Wendy?
No, I was doing something that only my Wendy watchers know what I was doing.
I gotta get in on this. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, just don't let anybody run up to you and choke you with it.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely not.
Yeah.
But what you can do is kind of, you know, don't choke yourself, but you can get in on the bow blouse trend with this.
No, these are really nice and very fashionable. And you're right, you bow them up.
Right?
So many
and
things
you
can
can
do with
take
this.
any blouse you have at home and create that on-trend look for just $15, Zara. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Okay. Also would go great with your outfit. Faux fur scarves, because you know what? They don't add bulk here, here, here.
No.
It's just glamour. This is Topshop, $60. Wendy, am I gonna like?
I love
I'm doing
a
this.
stole. Wait, there's a pin in it.
I know. I'm not gonna.
No.
I promise you're gonna be safe. Okay. I'm gonna get it out, Wendy. Here we go. Come on. Look at this. Look what it does to your outfit.
What I love about a stole. All right. They're telling us to speed it up. But what I love about a stole is it's instant glamour and at a good price. How much is this?
Exactly. This is just $60.
$60.
And it looks better than a lot of the real. And
Happy
it's friendly
holidays.
to everybody, right?
Okay.
Yes, happy holidays. Get it for your girlfriends. Okay, gloves. Now, we need to talk about this. Janelle Monáe shows us that this is really a performer-inspired glove. Put the funk in functional with the cutout glove, but these are suede and they cover the whole hand.
They really do.
Right? So it's still functional and good for the season, but they don't add the bulk of that heavy winter glove. So it's cool. You can wear it with the outfits we're wearing now and it won't look out of
still
place.
text.
Well, speaking of texting, Wendy, these are all 10 fingers tech friendly. So you can hold the pan, the phone, do everything right, but they're getting chicer. They're genuine leather, the papa berry color. These are UR powered, $62, and these will be finsulated. So that's like what ski gloves are made of. So that's amazing.
Let's move along. Do I see something that
Selena Gomez is showing us? They're not just hiding from the paparazzi, they're shielding themselves, which is kind of smart. They could get rowdy. These are high-octane, heavy metal, reflective mirrored shades. These are just $18 from Amazon, Wendy. And they look just like Selena's. You gotta put a pair on, I think. And the round, if you don't want to go so heavy metal, these are total Chanel Screen Queens, just $12 from Amazon. And they're oversized, so they look good on everybody.
Yeah, these are good.
You want to try?
These are all good. So far, so good. Now they're telling us to speed it up.
Okay, last thing, because these are the bomb.com. Hats are my favorite fall accessory.
Yeah.
And honestly, somewhere along the way, the fedora and the floppy hat must have gotten a little frisky, because this is the love child.
Yes.
This is the wide brim fedora. We saw it on Lupita Nyong'o, and she made fall look so chic. This is $68 from Revolve Clothing.
Yeah.
And it's such a style statement. I mean,
you look like you're undercover, like you're having an affair or something.
And the braid's back under $10 if you want to switch it up.
I love all this stuff. Again, the takeaway is accessories, accessories, accessories. For more information on today's accessories, log on to wendyshow.com. Jackie, thank you so much for being here. Up next, everybody, we're going to play Guess Whose Biceps? Don't miss it. Okay.
I want you to be my co-host. Come and join my studio audience. The tickets are free. Go to wendyshow.com. Dress to impress, and I can't wait to see you.
Okay. It's time to play Guess Whose Biceps. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
Azania from Houston, Texas. How you doing?
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you. It's a wig.
It's a wig?
Yeah.
Good. All right, Criminal Minds star Shamir Moore is always showing off his biceps.
Yes, he is.
So I'm going to show you 3 celebrity biceps, and you have to guess 10 seconds to guess which one is Shamar's.
Okay.
Okay. If I call him Shamir?
Yeah.
Like a pap Shamir? Okay. All right, nope. And go!
Okay, so he's been sexy since I was a kid. So let's see. Oh, Lord, these are all sexy arms. That's B. I'll go with B.
You're right!
Yeah.
Congratulations. Listen, Shamar's number of B, or letter B, but that's Trey Songz at A and Usher at C. You want a Google tablet.
Nice.
Thank you for coming to our show. And eye candy is next, so go far. Good job. Shauna Wallace is a CEO. She works for herself, and she's my eye candy. I love your look.
How you doing?
How you doing? Let's talk about it.
Well, this is my favorite suede coat. It's from my sister, so it's priceless.
Okay.
And I love this dress. I love the way it fits me. I love the hem detail. It's about over $200.
Yes.
And my shoes, I wear this with everything. These are my nude pumps. They're about $80.
Nude pumps are for everyone. Here's your diva fan. Thank you, Shauna. We'll be right back. Yeah. Tomorrow, my friend, the rapper Ja Rule, and his wife, Aisha Rule, stop by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
How you doing? Nice.